DJ Smallwood, Slingin Dirt Media. I'm out here somewhere in Indiana again, sitting here with Bret Wagner. Bret, hey man, thanks for taking time. And you guys got a lot of work to do, and season's right around the corner.
Yes, we do. I think our first race is March 2nd. So
March 2nd. So you're gonna be Brownstown.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Dad, he's gonna race the Super if it's ready.
Okay.
And then the crate's ready. I'll probably be out there with him.
So you're take them both.
That's the plan. Yep.
That's the plan. It sounds like a good plan to me.
Oh,
why
yeah.
not? If you got the cars, why wouldn't you take them?
Yeah.
You know.
If we get it in though, just hope the rain holds out.
Yeah. So I mean, weather's been pretty good this week. So if that trend kind of continues on,
Oh yeah.
we could see some good racing here.
Yeah, it felt good out there today. It's like 65.
60 something. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Better than 20.
Yeah, always better than 20.
Yeah.
So tell me about where did you start?
Well, I was a golfer growing up. I never really did contact sports or anything. Wasn't allowed to play football, and
All right.
basically started getting a little bit burnt out with golf. So
Okay.
I guess we were at my brother's sectional. I was a freshman, and I didn't make it. He was a sophomore, and he made it.
Uh-huh.
So I was just kind of out of it. Just
Yeah,
burned
yeah,
out.
yeah.
And it's like, man,
I want something else.
yeah, let's go racing. So Dad forever had a, I don't even know what year, Lightning chassis sitting here.
Okay.
So the original plan was beam mod,
Okay.
but we,
I feel like that's a good place to start nowadays.
yeah, but we never really got around to it. He wanted to share wheels, share tires, share motors.
Uh-huh.
And he said that the crate, which I think he kind of got back into it in about 2019.
Okay.
So 2020 was my first year.
Okay.
So he's like, you know what, let's just go crate racing.
Crate racing.
crate
So you
racing.
guys just skipped the
just
whole
jumped right
modified
into it, yeah.
everything. Straight to crate.
Yeah, my first year it's COVID year. So
Right.
we were going to start in March. Did not happen.
No. There was a whole lot of stuff that didn't happen that year.
Yeah, but Brownstown started, well, we got one practice in right before COVID.
Okay.
I think it was our first week of March. And I think Brownstown started racing the end of May.
Okay.
So they got that in, and nobody else really opened up. And they do that ILMS, Indiana Late Model Series.
Yeah.
They do the points there. So we were kind of raced it for a month or two, and nobody else really opened up.
Right.
We were leading Rookie of the Year, so it's like, might as well just finish it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's kind of hard to turn away. Once you start something like that and you got a
Yeah.
good thing going, it's like,
Yeah. So that winter, we bought a '07 Masterbuilt.
Okay.
His dad didn't want to put me anything new.
Right.
Just not racing. So
Yeah.
First of the year, we kind of played huggy pole with Uke tires, just staying out of wrecks and stuff.
Right. Just getting laps in.
Yep. So then kind of proved myself, hold a line, make a lap without spinning out. So then I hopped in that car. It's a 2016. And then I don't remember what time of year it was, but they had a race at Thunder Valley.
Okay.
And that place is tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Where's Thunder Valley?
I think it's in Salem,
Okay.
if I'm right. But it's like a little fairground track.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if it was a 2-day. We raced that night, and then it rained out. But anyway, we took one crate motor out, put it in the old car 'cause we just didn't want to tear up the newer car.
Right.
So we did an overnight motor change into our 2007. Went
Okay.
out there, and that was the late model series best race all year.
Really?
Slicked off. It was perfect.
Huh.
And then learned a lot that night. I lost brakes, went out there, just started the tail. Dad told me to be careful.
Right.
That's
You got no brakes. Be
great
careful.
advice. So there's a wreck. I'm sitting there pushing, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
But it's
Sink or
fun.
swim, right?
Yep. And then towards the end of the year, I think it was a Sunday night, went to Terre Haute, which is 2.5 hours from here. That's pretty much Illinois.
That's a haul.
Didn't go to school that next morning.
No.
We did not get back in time. But
How did you like that track?
it was big.
It's a big track.
I really didn't like it, I'll be honest. It
Really?
was real flat. Just
Yeah,
went in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
Which we overheated that night. I think is that 3/4 mile?
It's a
a
big
big
one.
track, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big track. Maybe 5/8, maybe, I'm not sure.
It's big and flat, and I didn't really care for it.
I didn't realize, and I feel like in Indiana, and maybe it seems this way more. It seems like there are so many racetracks that are on fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Not like other places, Kentucky, Ohio. I know a lot of their racetracks are just individually, privately owned, and they're not associated with anything. But it's like in Indiana, there's a lot of racetracks that are on fairgrounds.
Yeah, the Brownstown's fairground. I'm pretty sure Thunder Valley was a fairground.
Okay.
And then we got one 5 minutes from here, but they just don't race there anymore.
Right.
It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. Or Lawrenceburg's a fairground.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
there's several others.
Yeah, that is
I'm just
weird.
not.
I never really thought about
Yeah,
that.
I'm not thinking of it. I know there's a few more off the top of my head. Rushville is one. Montpelier, isn't Montpelier on the fairgrounds?
I don't know. I don't think we've ever been there.
Yeah, I haven't been there either. But for some reason I want to say it is. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Huh. So you didn't do any go-karts or you didn't do anything?
Nothing.
Your first behind-the-wheel action was a crate late model.
Yep. I had
Okay.
at practice in March. I think it was like March 8th or something. I had one pocket cell phone earbud with Dad on it. The other pocket was a transponder with the tower on it. So he was telling me, going around there, car coming high, car coming high.
Yeah.
You're good. There's nobody near you. So
Right.
it's a good
That's
to
one way
learn.
around it, huh?
Yep.
I guess the rule says no radios. I don't know that it says anything about the cell phone.
Yeah. Just practice.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was a time.
So, have you done any super racing yet, or you just stuck with the crates?
Yeah, I've done crates. I think I've done. Well, started in 2020, so I think 4 seasons. But
Okay.
last year I didn't race much. I went off to college and trade school. So
Where'd you go to school?
UNOH up in Lima.
Oh, okay.
Sponsor Luke Soil and all that stuff.
Yeah. How you like it?
I liked it. Yeah, it was one of those deals where you kind of got out what you put in.
Yes.
A lot of people go there for the degree and stuff,
Right.
but it's there, but you have to go get it.
Right.
You can pass very easily, but actually learning it, that's a different deal.
Yeah.
Which I went for HVAC, but I got a buddy there. His uncle raced, but he really knew nothing about race cars.
Okay.
But he joined a Over the Wall club there,
Yeah.
and within a year he started, and now he chases ARCA around.
Really?
Every weekend, yep. Changing tires.
That's
actually on the
probably a
ground.
pretty cool job.
Yeah. But it's just a club, but it's.
Yeah.
He thinks he'll get hired by some ARCA teams or.
No, I have a friend of mine. We haven't spoken in a long time. Life's just different directions and stuff. And the guy is a very successful businessman. When I say very successful, he probably has just as much money and more money than anybody I know.
Yeah.
The guy went to college, didn't finish, but he said I had no intention of finishing. He said I just needed to go to school to learn what I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how do you know what you don't know? I mean, how do you know what you need to know because you don't know it, you know? But he went to school just for the classes that he needed in his business, whatever. And, man, the guy's very successful in life.
Yeah, but my program was short. It was about a year. I did 6 weeks online, and it was just Monday through Thursday. And I just hated driving back.
Right.
Work on the car.
How far a drive is that?
From here, it's about 3 hours. From where I live, it's about 2.5.
Yeah.
But it was.
That's still just enough drive to make it.
Yeah, I come home. Dad's busy with the company, so I need to help out.
Right.
So.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like all I did was come home and race, which sounds good, but you really don't have any free time.
Right.
I kind of just missed out, so. I raced about 8 times last year and never really did much.
Yeah.
So.
One of I think the last year that I raced, I was working out of town. So I kind of had to turn over the reins, and it was like, man, I've got to take this job because that's where the work is, but it's going to kill my racing career.
Yeah.
So I talked to my buddy that was helping me, and I said, hey, Jeff, man, here's kind of where we're at. I can take this job, but I can't do any racing after that. Unless you're okay with, if you want to take everything over, I'll bring the car to your shop. He had a nice shop. He only lived like 5 miles from the racetrack. I said, if you can get the car to and from and it ready to go, I said, then we might be able to salvage some season out of this, but I have no time. I mean, I'm going to work 5, sometimes 6 days a week. And he's like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. I'm like, dude, it's a lot. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we made it through half a season. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's just I feel like I'm behind now. Kind of have to, just start back into it again. I
Right,
guess.
right. Now you've got your list. Everything needs to be done. Mm-hmm. Are you going to be able to get it done before next weekend?
I think so.
You think so?
This one at least.
This
that
one.
I don't know. It's got door panels back there already cut out, so
Right.
basically throw a suspension on it.
Yeah.
But
You guys will get it. I got confidence in you.
I think so. I hope so.
So when's the time frame? Are you wanting to go to supers at some point, or are you good with the crate for now? Or?
I think this year I'm gonna start out in the crate, a couple months, maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
And kind of work my way into this. But it's like when I jumped into the crates, never raced go-karts, I had no idea what I was getting into.
Right.
I feel the same way with this thing. I
I
don't know
more
what to
horsepower.
expect. Yeah, I just never had that power.
Yeah.
Just don't know what to expect.
So have you been behind the super at all yet? Mm-mm. Okay. So some tests and tunes are going to be very valuable.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You were talking about starting out in 2020 in COVID year. So I was helping a small track out in Williamsburg, Ohio. I was working at the Moeller Raceway Park. And getting that place up and running during COVID was difficult. But I met with the Brown County Health Department, said, hey, let's meet at the racetrack. I've got a plan where I can still stay within the guidelines and we can get this place operational and get up and running, because people have a lot of money tied up in this. You know, it's just sitting there idle isn't doing anybody any good. So we set up an appointment. I met with the guy and we went over and said, hey, we can do this per the guidelines. Well, he says, all right. He says, yeah. He says, nobody's ever taken the time to say, hey, here's our plan, here's how we want to do it, and here's how we can do it and be successful. We did. We got the green light, got the place open, and we got open.
Yeah.
we got some racing in. We'll just say that.
Yeah, I think Brownstown's deal I think they said 1 driver, 6 crewmates, nobody in the stands. I think that's how Brownstown was. How they got away with it so early.
Yeah, I mean, once he's seen the land and the pits and how, man, you can space out the teams. You know, if they're coming together, they're already been around each other, and you could limit that to whatever number you say. And at the time, I think it was like driver and 5 or something like that, or whatever. So it's like, hey, we can spread these out, you know, and we have hand wash stations and whatever. You tell us what we got to have. Here's our plan. Here's how we can do it. You know, Robert Starrett had the lease on the track, so I was working for him and Blake Naylor, and they were just like, hey, get us up and running. If you can get us up and running, we want to race. So yeah. It was difficult, but we made it happen.
Yeah, it was a time for sure.
So do you have a schedule for this year, or are you just kind of going to take it week to week and see what looks good?
Yeah, I think we're going to try to hit the same places. Maybe they're racing crates and supers one night, and I've never been to Moeller, so I want to hit Moeller really bad.
Yeah.
I've been there to watch, but I've never raced it.
Yeah, I think on certain nights, man, I feel like that place is just as good as any. I mean, it can be just as racy. And I mean, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I mean, it has its nights too where it's just like, oh man, here's what we got.
Yeah.
But there's other times where it's like, man, this place puts on a show and it gets just as racy as anywhere. You know, I like the shape, the size. I think it's a racy little track.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of John Sandlin of it.
Yeah, good old crazy John.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he does a good job.
He does. You know, and there's a lot of opinions on that too. You know.
Yeah.
So what do you think about? Let's talk about that. What do you think about the live stream, or let's not say live. Let's talk about streaming motorsports.
Well, I think Flo does a great job. I think it's priced right, but
Yeah.
I just can't get on board with the dirt vision.
Yeah.
The price of it, that's outlandish, I think.
Yeah, Dirt Vision is it's pricey, but man, I think the coverage is excellent. I feel like I hear, I don't know facts by any means, but I feel like I hear more complaints about one over the other. I'm not going to point fingers or anything, but I feel like I'm always hearing, oh man, my stream's down or something, you know. And fortunately, I've never had problems with mine, so I'm like, I'm just going to stay over here and stay tight-lipped on this one.
Yeah, we were at Texas Roadhouse last Friday night, and being a dirt racer, you kind of
You're gonna have your phone out watching the
prop
races.
it up on your drink. And
Yeah.
Try to load up Flow Racing. Dad's like, mine's not working. I'll check mine. Mine's not working. So, yeah, I see what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
It does seem like it's one way.
Yeah, I feel like one is definitely. Like I said, I've never had a problem with mine.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just special. I don't know. Any big events this year that you're really looking forward to, or man, I've got my heart set on this one. This is the one I'm after this year. Anything particular that stands
I don't
out?
know. North south, but
Yeah,
we'll just have to see how it goes.
That's always a big one.
I'd rather go to the North South than the World 100. That's just
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a good event.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I've never missed North South. I mean, I was young at the first few, but I've been at every single North South, and I haven't missed a World since I was 16. Since I got my driver's license and I was able to drive, I haven't missed one since. Two very big and special events.
Yeah. We used to steal dirt off the racetrack, go back to their little toy cars and build racetracks.
I had all those.
Yeah. Just means a lot to me.
For sure. Okay. So we'll look for you at the North-South and see what happens there.
Hopefully. Let's see how it goes.
little time between now and then. Okay. All right. Before we wrap things up, I always like to give guys an opportunity. This is your chance to, who do you need to thank?
Well, I got to thank my dad and grandpa. I'm not doing this without them. And
Right.
then my mom, about to give her a heart attack, I feel like.
That's mom's.
She loves it, but she hates it.
Sure.
And my brother, he's supporting, I guess you could say, sometimes.
Yeah.
Then my stepdad, Tiger, he's been with us, well, since I started. It's just been nothing but good to us.
Nice.
And then USMG, Dad's company, and Wagner 28 Motorsports, which is, Papa does a lot of that stuff. So
Right.
got to thank them.
Very good. Any crew, anything like that? You guys just all kind of do it yourselves,
Family
huh?
thing, yep.
Family thing. That's not a bad thing, is it?
No.
It's good to have that kind of support.
Got some quiet car ride home sometimes, so that's a bad thing.
And sometimes that can be a good thing too, just to have the mental
Builds
breathe.
character.
Yeah, right. Definitely. Cool. All right. Well, Bret, thanks, man. We're going to wrap things up. Man, this has been another good one. I hope you guys like it also. Bret, you ain't got a whole lot of experience, but I think we got a lot of lap time coming for this young man. So, again, hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that great stuff, and we'll see you guys at track next week. Thanks.